Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel. Tonight I'm going to play some college hoops. This is ESPN College Hoops 2K5 on the PlayStation 2. Next month we'll plan to do a tournament and a college basketball game for March Madness at Demon Tap. And I'm just going to explore a few options. Last year we played some College Slam. It's arcade style NBA Jam college game. There's really the only one that exists kind of college style like that I know of. So we're going to see if any of these simulation games are fun. This one, ESPN, PlayStation 2, 2K5. Enter Zone says Cam Newton to the Bears. He's been on that lately. That's the word on the street. I don't think the Bears have the guts to pull it off. How's it go, Deontay Jenkins? No, there's no Brian here tonight. Let's look at the gameplay. I'm going to put it on all conference. Might as well. How's it going, Infamous Smoke? One thing I've been reminded of playing through some of these ESPN 2K5 games is another thing EA did that was just flat out wrong is they bought the ESPN license, the exclusive license, and hold on one second. Enter the Zone. Who's on the cover? That is Josh Childress. That's who that is on the cover on Stanford. But yeah, EA bought the exclusive license to ESPN and then barely used it in their games. So all the 2K6 games are stripped from the ESPN license. So not only did they buy exclusive rights to the NFL, they, took away the ESPN and then didn't even use it. They left most of their EA branding in the game. Josh Childress, he played on the Atlanta Hawks as a rookie. He was more of a role player than anything else. But he came in with a lot of upside. He's tall, lanky guy, about 6'9". And I am going to be the Fighting Illini. This was, I believe, the Illini team that went to the NCAA championship. And for those of you in the chat, who do you want to see me go against? How's it going, Antonio? I could see you not hearing of Josh Childress. This game has the ESPN highlight music in the background, as you can hear now, hopefully. Turn it up a little bit. You want to see Kentucky? Oh, I'm already going Illini. There we go. Just go by NCAA. Josh Childress was a scrub as a pro. I think he had some decent seasons. Sometimes you just go into the wrong situation and you never... There you go, Kentucky. Illini versus Kentucky. You never shake out of it. It happens in the NFL. Happens in NBA. It's just sports for you. I'm sure there is an alley-oop button, although I don't know what it is. I mean, by 2K5, you would hope that they have that. This was the year Illinois lost the championship. Childress should have stayed overseas and earned those checks. He was more famous overseas. Yeah, he was kind of one of the guys that was surprising that he just went over there. I don't know. Did he even come back? First time playing the game. It's hard to say. I've rented so many games back then in the era. I don't recall playing it in a long time if I've played it before. Your family went to Northwestern. Yeah, that's not too far.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Assembly Hall. Here we are on the Illinois campus, the home of the Fighting Illini.
So this team on the Illini end has D. Brown, Deron Williams. The other players' names will probably come to me as we go. We got to change the view here to the not ISO, side view will work. Swivel broadcast. I think they lost. That's a good question. I think they lost to North Carolina. Illini. That's what I'm trying to spell. I'm like, I know how to spell Illinois. Do I play baseball games? I do. It's not the most exciting experience for most of them. So I don't do them too often. Because I like to play a full 9 innings if I'm going to play them, and it's just not that exciting to watch a full 9 innings.
Yeah, they move the ball from side to side, Mike, and that makes the defense move. And when you make the defense move and you get their help side established,
He came back after his contract was up overseas. I'm not sure, but I think it was 5 years, $50 million.
well, let's see if they can do that tonight because they need
He
to.
kind of went into obscurity after that. Wow. Closely guarded violation. That's fun.
Pass it around, move it inside, do something, but don't get nailed with a needless closely guarded violation.
Closely guarded violation. I never even heard of that.
Timeout, maybe even before.
Takes the jumper.
So this Illini team, they kind of ran a 3-guard offense. It was D. Brown, Deron Williams. So D. Brown's number 11. He played on the Jazz for a little bit in the NBA. And then Luther had number 4. He just got the rebound. He was in the NBA for longer than D. Brown. He's had stints. I think he did the most damage with the Heat and the Rockets. Oh, don't want to get that closely guarded violation, that's for sure. This is James Augustine. He's the star player, which is interesting because he really wasn't the star player. He was good. Played against 22 on UK in high school. It's Patrick Sparks. He's dropped 71 a game. Wow. That's too much information there, Deontay.
Oh, what a great steal, Mike. That's the way to keep your hands active. You cannot show this kid the ball or he will take it.
They're making subs already? Kind of like ESPN NBA 2K5. It's kind of hard to get around, guys. But it's pretty easy to shoot so far. Their head's open. At least from close range, it's easy to shoot. I saw D. Brown at Uncle Remus chicken spot.
He succeeded on that play. What a nice finish, Mike. You get the ball inside, and a kid
Augustine's just killing inside. He's washing dishes. Yeah, D. Brown stayed another year. I mean, he was playing good for his short stint with the Jazz. He's fast in this. D. Brown's from Proviso East High School, which actually my mom went to, and driving is about 15 minutes from where I live. D. Brown just killing it. Also, Doc Rivers went there, Michael Finley, all the Proviso East. This team was lights out, yeah. What's up, Pat? Shot great field goal percentage. Yeah, I mean, 71 points if you're just hot is not being a ball hog. You're good coaches teach you to feed the hot guy in basketball. You know? Man, D. Brown's awesome in this game. He's like Allen Iverson out here just flying past everybody. 2005, 2016. It's like the dark age of Jazz basketball. Well, they made like the Western Conference Finals with the Deron Williams and Boozer team. I think they had Okur too. 43 is Powell. Forgot his first name. So I don't really know what the free throw shooting is here. There's no indication of anything. So hopefully I can figure that out as I go. They had a guy getting 20 rebounds per game. Oh, now Kentucky swats that one away. Pretty good replay. 2K ESPN action. No, Augustine, don't go out for three. Oh, I did really like watching this team play. Watching this Illini team was probably the most I was ever into college basketball. There was a lot of hype for them. They played smart. What the hell happened? This 5-second rule is just unbelievable. With their head, big board. Darren Williams. Uh-oh, here we go. Back to the line. All these games got wacky free throw shooting. You can't make it simple. Hey, that one went in. All I did was hit the shoot button. I could get down with that. Maybe whoever was at the line last was just terrible. Was I still in high school when they went to the finals? So we're saying that in 2004 they went. Yeah, I think so. I think I was. Darren Williams is sinking these free throws. Darren Williams had the best NBA career of any of the guys on here. He was killing on the Jazz for quite a while till he got into a little riff with. There's Nick Smith coming in, big 7-footer. Yeah, he got into a little argument with Jerry Salone. And then basically Salone was never a coach again, and Darren Williams was never as good of a player as he was under Jerry Salone. And then pretty much the Jazz did have a lot of bad years after that.
Here's the double team. Gets the pass off. Down low.
Nick Smith using glass, didn't call it. He retired because of their. Yeah, he's like, You know what? I can't do with these. I can't do it with these new school attitudes.
44 triggers it in. 3-point spread on the scoreboard. He fires. Jay, this is what we expected.
Announcers are pretty good in this. I recognize one of the guys is an actual play-by-play announcer.
And they both need this game.
Augustine just doesn't miss.
Because the shot went in. Really poor shot selection there, Mike. That's when a coach says, no, 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 no. Oh, great shot.
But neither do they.
22. Holy cow.
Andre Kurolenko was the last guy Sloan was good with. AK-47.
It's rejected. The Wildcats have the ball in
Well, D. Brown can blow by anybody, but that 5'11" height doesn't do him justice.
in the half. He has been a scoring machine.
Couldn't seal the deal.
It's a one-point game.
Whoa, Nick Smith gets blocked.
Took a bad bounce and goes out of bounds.
That's playing up a notch for this guy. A nice defensive stance.
44.
I thought that would have been my ball, but okay.
It's passed inside. 24 blows the lay-in.
Big defensive rebound in a
There he is, Darren Williams hitting the jumper wide open. Sounds like Jay
Buries the wide
Billis on the call, one of the best in sports. Yeah, I like the announcing, like the presentation. I would just straight up turn that rule off for 5 seconds.
second.
You can't help
Being covered with dribbling. I mean, what is that in here for?
The Fighting Illini with a three-pointer here could take a 1-point lead.
AK-47 was a beast. Oh yeah, in fantasy, right? Because he would get blocks, steals, assists. He did it all. He just didn't score that much.
Find the opening.
Mike, as the first half winds down in a close game, it's very important that you're careful
Oh, 360 going for it after D. Brown creates the space.
defensively so that you don't foul and put the other team on the free throw line.
43 with the ball up top. The ball goes inside.
And one. No, doesn't finish. Best Olympic medal for Russian 20-year-old drought broken.
Contact, you better expect to hear a whistle. Two coming up at the free throw line.
This is when ESPN was still pretty good at covering sports. Now it's like they're doing a podcast when they're covering the games. I don't know about college basketball, but that's how the NBA is.
Gets both free throws.
I like Jeff Van Gundy. He's a knowledgeable guy, but come on, he whines way too much on the broadcast.
13 pulls down the offensive board. 13 smashes down the dunk.
Mike, he just makes that play look so easy, and I'll tell you, that is not an easy thing to do.
It's a good job to have, though, you know.
2 down. 11.
Go on the air, whine about what you don't like.
The ball inside now.
There we go. Little elbow jumper for D. Brown. We got a 29-29 game.
It's victories.
You've got that right, Mike, and when your backcourt plays this well, it really extends the defense. Then they can start looking inside.
Little spin move.
44 makes a beautiful crossover move and gets the bucket. 2-point difference.
Deontay's just going wild tonight with the comments.
Puts it up. 40 off the mark from 6 feet. The ball's loose. The Wildcats bring it up court with a 2-point lead.
D. Brown with the rebound. Having a little bit of trouble stopping them. Not on that play.
Tie up the game with a score this trip.
Wild shot. Should have missed that one.
That shot. They push it up the court. In low now. 13 dribbles back out. With the jump shot. 5 rebounds.
Here's
the
Luther
ball.
Head.
The Fighting Illini have possession 2 down.
Oh, he'll hit that.
Pass it inside.
Jeff Van Gundy is still about not coaching anymore. Yeah, he does complain a lot. Winter Olympics, Japanese baseball 2020. I much prefer Mark Jackson.
What do you do with the clock running down here?
I think you pull it out and you go for
He has all those sayings that are pretty funny. Mama, there goes that man.
but no time for the other team to take it the other way.
The Fighting Illini Right now with the ball, and this game is deadlocked.
Augustine.
Misses from the wing. 40.
Showing he's a star out here. We're going full court press.
Passes back.
The cool thing about college basketball is you see maximum effort on defense, especially in March Madness. You won't ever, barely ever see anything like that in the NBA, even in the playoffs. It's just not that intense. Oh, he's still bitter. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, we got the Burger King at halftime. You know, sponsorship that's still paying off because they're in business. D. Brown going to the line. Does he deserve another coaching job? Antonio thinks so. To be honest with you, with some of these coaches in the NBA, I do think he deserves another shot too. I don't know how the team would respond to him, but looking at like what the Bulls have with Jim Boylan, I would take Van Gundy over him in a heartbeat.
The Kentucky Wildcats are trailing by just a few as we get the second half underway.
That's one thing he does prove being on the broadcast is he is a very knowledgeable
What do you see going on?
commentator and ex-coach. It's just, he just complains a lot. Oh, Mark Jackson. Yeah, Mark Jackson definitely deserves it. I don't know why he hasn't got another shot. He got that Warriors team going in the right direction. Made the playoffs a couple years, and then right after Kurt took over, started their, half a decade dynasty, basically.
43 with the inbound. 4-point game we've got right now.
No foul on that one. Don't worry, Augustine's got the offensive rebound.
Nice determination to bang those boards.
Can't dribble too long.
Throws it up.
I thought that shot was close enough. Guess not.
From the high post, it's no good.
Yeah, I would take Jackson or Van Gundy over
Points right now. 44
what the Bulls got.
and throws it down. Nice.
Good clipper and started with Stockton. Jackson had a good career. I think, for me, he was most memorable on the Pacers. What's up, Brock?
Gets his 6th point this half.
This team is really
Left before Fisher gave up the spot. Should have been a Laker champion.
These kids have definitely shown they can come together, and they're also hitting big shots.
Fisher was just a tough player. I mean, I didn't think he would last as long as he did in the NBA, but he carved out his niche as just a gritty point guard. Oh, the press. We couldn't handle it.
Wildcats take the ball up, down 4 points right now.
Good foul. He had a dunk.
Is hacked and will go to the line for a couple.
Who played with Bird? Mark Jackson? I don't remember that.
He can't get the first.
Charles Barkley will sponsor anything as long as you pay him.
43 passes it in.
I've seen him on so many commercials over the years.
3-point advantage. 11 up top with the ball.
Let's give it to Augustine. He doesn't miss.
Boy, watch the bodies flying on this one. A lot of bumping.
Fisher was a flopper and a ref bully. Those are two things he definitely was in his career.
And that's really the key for him. He doesn't let the contact stop him from converting. That's an amazing play.
Now can he make it better and get the free throw?
So this free throw shooting,
Line and finish.
I do like. You just basically hold the square button like a timing shot, just like you would any other shot. There's no gimmick to it, and that's it. I wish more basketball games had simple free throw shooting like this. Instead, they make it harder than taking a shot in the actual game, which makes no sense to me because free throws are supposed to be the easiest, one of the easiest shots in basketball because no one's guarding you. I know it's not for everybody, especially the big guys. Darren Williams, oh, he jagged that one. March Madness 10 is the best college basketball game on PS3. You saw Fisher's first game and knew the fix was in. Oh, his first miss. Even an announcer surprised. Get that out of here. Can't get the rebound. 96 Lakers. I knew he was smarter than Kobe. Well, he wasn't as talented. I mean, when you're an undersized player like that, you have to bring something else to the table besides just raw talent. He's smart, tough. D. Brown, his little jumper.
Sometimes I think it's best to stick to the basics, and that's what they did right there. 33 throws it in. The Cats are trailing by 6 and have the ball.
Gave him that easy three with that stupid jump in the middle.
Well, it's going to go down to the wire, and that's where you have to make big plays. This is where your toughness is going to determine the outcome of this ballgame.
Oh, he's got that in the lane, fading. What do you guys think is the best college basketball game of all time? Most of them are all simulation games. Besides College Slam, I don't know what other one is arcade style based. Lakers could never save as a point guard 8 years in a row. Talking about Fisher still? Blow by everyone. That's his first dunk. 20 points with D. Brown. NCAA 2K8 is the best one with Oden on the cover. Greg Oden. I remember seeing last year Greg Oden tried to give it a shot in the Big Three, but I think that didn't work out. I believe Oden was college teammates with Mike Conley. And Tony would say NCAA March Madness 2004. So far, I like this game. I mean, it's not really too hard to play. It's easy to shoot, score. You just get it inside. Greg Oden is 50, and yes, he played with Conley. Some people's bodies just aren't built for athletics after a certain age. Sometimes people suffer gruesome injuries, and other times it's just their bodies tear down earlier than other people's. Oden's just, big 7'1" guy or whatever he was. His body his knees just gave up on him. It's like Brandon Roy. Yeah, Brown's the guy in the team where you just hold the turbo button and blow by everyone. Teddy Belcher really talking about Derek Fisher tonight. 0-time All-Star. He was a role player. He was a good role player. All-Star game's not for everyone.
between these clubs. It's intercepted.
Boy, Mike, I'm really impressed with that defensive.
I haven't been paying too much attention to the All-Star game stuff, even though it's in Chicago. But today I was listening to a video about the team Giannis picked versus LeBron. I don't know what the guy's thinking at all. Seems like a really unfair teams. LeBron's team's way better than Giannis's team in the All-Star game. Not like they play anymore anyways. They pretty much hot dog it the whole time.
Check out what he's done for his team. When he continues to play well, his team does well. That's how important he is to this team.
Augustine's the guy to hit. Oh, they backed him up. Darren Williams.
Oh, let's take a look at the replay on that shot.
Greg Oden looks like Uncle Drew before he got granted. Lakers won 8 years in a row and won 5 championships without an all-star point guard. Same championships as Magic Johnson. Well, they didn't. Not every team needed a great point guard to win. I mean, the Bulls had, what? They had B.J. Armstrong and John Paxson in the first. They're both role players. And then the second one, they had Ron Harper. Which, if Harper wasn't on the Bulls, he probably could have been closer to all-star level. But he played his role on the Bulls. And he was a really good point guard overall. I heard that Levine's going to be in the dunk contest again. Is that true? I'm not going to any of the all. It's way too expensive. It's unfortunate, you know. When it comes to your town, you would hope it's not. It's reasonable, but I just can't drop that kind of money to go to any of the events. It's just nuts. Oh, we found him. Oh, what kind of shot was that? Well, I didn't really follow that Clippers team that much. I don't know if he was the actual backup or if he was just the shooting guard on the team when Jackson was there. I know in one of the versions of NBA Jam, it's Harper is on the team with Danny Manning on the Clippers. Trying to get something closer to the rim. Good defense by Kentucky on that one. There's the alley-oop. What's up, Strictly 90s? Yeah, we were talking about him earlier, Josh Childress. I mean, I wouldn't say. I guess for where he was probably picked, he was a bust, but he played. He was a good role player on the Hawks, a Hawks team that wasn't that great, but yeah, he ended up playing overseas for a while, and then yeah, that's where he probably made the most money. Defense, Kentucky defense is getting tougher now. No surprise. Yeah, if you don't get it going in the open court, it's not easy in the half court.
11 has it ricochet off the left side of the rim. Less than a minute.
They're coming back. 5-point game. Bo Outlaw was my guy. The dunk contest horrible now. There aren't any stars ever in it. It's no luster at all. The 3-point shootout is a highlight. You know what, though? Levine is kind of got snubbed from the All-Star game. He is a star now. If he's in it, he's going to be the best player probably in the All-Star or being the dunk contest. They're falling out. All right, now they're in the penalty. Yeah, I thought the XFL had a great opening weekend too. I didn't watch all the games, but The hype surrounding it was great. I watched part of the first game on ABC and thought the coverage was pretty good, and you got to hear stuff that you wouldn't hear in an NFL game. You had good transparency to what was going on. Lumberjack Cracks, what's up? Without a video game, XFL is not even real yet. I don't think a video game solidifies it, but hey, if it goes well this first year, I wouldn't doubt next year we could see a game. Yeah, I mean, Levine could still dunk. I mean, he's young, he's explosive. The F-bomb was the best part of the weekend. Yeah, I heard a guy puked on the field, too. D. Brown. Who else is in the dunk contest besides Levine? What if WWE didn't have a video game? Well, there wouldn't be really much new wrestling options, as far as I know. Maybe there's some indie wrestling games out there that I'm not aware of. The great thing about, the new games that don't come out is there's such a good backlog of sports and wrestling games. Oh, now I'm missing everything. Arena football game, I have not. I have Kurt Warner's Arena Football Unleashed. It's been on my radar for a long time, the EA Sports one, but I just haven't seen it anywhere for like cheap, because that to me is like a $1 to $3 game. But if I see it, I'll pick it up. I actually might go this weekend to the game store in my neighborhood, because I got a $25 gift certificate from there. From Brian for winning the what? We picked NFL, what teams were going to make the playoffs. And they're just following the crap out of me. D-Dubs, the rising stars to be in the dunk contest because major players don't want to mess up their reputation. I could see that, yeah. What's up, Sherb King? Dwight Howard. Oh, yeah, Dwight Howard's back in it. I did hear that, too. Derek Jones from the Heat. Don't know too much about him. Well, at least I made one free throw. Pat Connington. I don't know anything about him. Oh, they missed it. Everybody's falling out. Tekken is Olympic wrestling. Howard, Levine, Cunnington, Aaron Gordon. Oh, Aaron Gordon's going in back against Levine. I mean, that should be good. I think, the Saturday events are more entertaining than the actual All-Star game at this point. It's been like that for a few years already. That, to me, is more worth watching than the actual All-Star game. These guys just want to be best friends on the court, which is fine, but, I mean, at least compete. He's from Notre Dame, so root for him. Levine's not in it, so is that just a rumor? So, yeah, I won the game. I was just paying attention mostly to chat, but I felt like I had that one in the bag. So D. Brown was just, man, he's just blazing fast. Then we got Augustine, Darren Williams, Powell. Yeah, I mean, Luther Head, he was a big-time scorer. He wasn't, it was D. Brown and Augustine just doing all the damage. Those were the guys making the shots. 2K Sports need to bring back the sports that we enjoy playing. So music like NFL 2K needs to be off the shift. Yeah, it's just, the games now, they just take so much money to make because the player base is demanding of the graphics. It's really a tough spot to be in. We're never going to see, well, I hate to say never, but I don't foresee a future where we have the variety of options that we had in this era and before, with everything from NES to PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube. You're just not going to see it anymore. Okay, so Zach LaVine is not in it. I was listening to some NBA videos today, and that's something that I heard. That's why I said it was I just heard about it. I didn't confirm that. So it would be cool if he was in the dunk contest. But looks like it's not going to happen. What's up, Kayvon? So yeah, overall, College Hoops 2K5, what do I think about it? I think it's pretty good. I mean, just like ESPN NBA 2K5, I think that one's very good. I like the pace of the game. It's tough getting around defenders, just like in the NBA game. Have I played any more Maximum Football? A little bit. I've played a little bit, and my Uncle Jimmy's going to come over to play that and some ESPN NFL 2K5 soon. Inside Drive tonight, probably not. Tomorrow night. Tonight's Thursday. Still got one more day of work. And tomorrow night I could play some Inside Drive. I actually want to play some All-Star games. I have NBA's Inside Drive 2003 that I've yet to play. It's the one with Paul Pierce on the cover. D-Dub saying Pat Cunnington, Aaron Gordon, Dwight Howard, Derek Jones. Howard versus Gordon. Yeah, I could see that those names aren't that appealing for it. Yeah, the cost to make these games is just way too expensive. So, yeah, we're just not going to see the variety. But yeah, I just wanted to check out College Hoops, seek out some opinions on what other people thought were the best college basketball games. It looks like, we got 2K8 in there, March Madness 2010. There was another one I'm scrolling up in the chat, March Madness 2004. So there's a few different options. I think this one might be a good one for a tournament. Played it 3 different times and it froze once. Other than that, it's been okay. Really needs an announcement team. I can see updates they've made since release day when I got it. Yeah, I think for me, Maximum Football, I like where the gameplay is headed, but what I told them on their Discord in the feedback section is they need to improve the sound in the sound department. No announcers, not a lot of sound effects in game with the players like colliding or anything. It's behind the curve in that for sure. So I hope that's something that they concentrate in 2020, because if I'm doing a stream or I'm playing someone, the game is fun because I'm more interacting with the chat and with whoever I'm playing with. But when I'm sitting there by myself playing and I'm really listening to the game and what's going on, it's just really not there. I don't think I'm playing another game tonight. I just wanted to come on, play some ESPN College Hoops 2K5. Give it a go. Got the win with the Illini against Kentucky, and went pretty well. So, thank you everyone for watching tonight. I'll be back with some more basketball this weekend. Get in a few All-Star games. Maybe I could even get someone to come play me in one of these games. Get in a Retro Sports League game. We'll see what happens. But thank you all for watching. We'll see you later. Take care.